Let's let the people know. Announcements. Add everyone. Let's see, let me maybe give a hint as to what we're gonna be doing today in the notification. Maybe yeah. What's today? Tuesday. Tuesday dev stream. Come say what's up. Creamers, comma, creamers. We do proper punctuation here. Copy the links, copy the stinks, send them out. Let the creamers know. Okay, we're up. And let's see. Okay, so this is gonna be the list I'm looking at today. Make it stink, make it stink, make it stink, make it stink. Okay, events can wake you up in the middle of the night. I don't necessarily want to do that just yet. I think the kind of order of things that I need to work on today is there's kind of like a full loop of these systems that talk to each other, and we're about to kind of come full circle on them. So we finished most of the sleeping stuff. I got 4 out of the 5 items on it. And praying is looking good. But I think what I need to do is make it so that the witch is going to, also let me just make sure really quick, let me just bring up Twitch, stream manager, testing, 1, 2, 3, hello, hello, hello. Testing, really? Wait, hold on, I'm not hearing shit on this phone. Wait, is stream not getting audio? Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Hold on, am I really not getting audio? What's up with my phone? Let's see, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. What about on YouTube? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello, can you hear me, can you hear me? Really not getting audio? What's up? Oh, weird. I guess, I don't know, my app was acting funny then. If you're watching on Twitch, can you hear me? Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Cream manager. Test, 1, 2, 3. Oh, weird. All right, that was just a weird bug. Okay, getting back to it. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is work on the witch. Where is it? Where is it? Witch, farming, witch. Here we go. No, or is it the player? Put stamina back. No. Wait, I think it's under curses? Where the hell is it? John Deere, what's up? Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just looking for the part of my checklist that covers curses. Farming, environment, items, where the hell? Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. So, not much going on here. Well, welcome in. I'm just getting started. The show has just begun. Also, let me blow my nose really quick. Hold on. A little sniffly as usual. Okay. But yeah, so I think this is the part on my checklist where it's curses. When the player is cursed, here we go. Trojan horse curse. So the player sleepwalks in the middle of the night, wakes up standing out in the middle of the forest, holding their baby. That's kind of like one of the versions. Okay, this is simple enough. So let's make a couple of last minute fixes on the thing that I did yesterday, which is, I think it lived on the player, right? It goes, oh, I did make it reset, I think. This, does it send an event in here? In here? It does not. But does Sleepwalk have that set up? It does. So we just need to make sure that this state off event gets sent. Oh no, this actually turns itself off. Never mind, I did add this. Okay, good. It turns itself off, right? And then in here it does the same thing. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, that was close. That was close. So, D'Amicos, hey handsome, how are you? I am doing a lot better now that I've been called handsome. Check it out. Shaved today. Doesn't it look like I'm wearing lipstick almost? Baby smooth. Yeah, I feel a little pale or something. I mean, I don't feel pale, but I'm looking at myself in this fucking OBS and I look a little pale. That's kind of crazy. Do I have any other lights up in this bitch? Let me see. Yeah, I look kind of dulled up, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Does this change anything? That kind of helps, huh? It almost looks like I'm a human being now. Nice shave, thank you. Thank you. You know what it is? I think it's also because I've been growing out my my beard. I may literally have gotten pale from like, cause it kind of, I look normal from here up, huh? And then down here, or not normal, but just from there down, it's like a little bit more pale. And I think like in that time, I've actually just, like melanin has not flushed out into my face. Ads shit. All right. Thumbs up. You know what I need? Hold on, let me do this. Like this. Ad break. Ads are over. Oh, okay. Cool. So let's see. So this system covers itself. If I go to sleep, it should be that only in here, right? Yep, is sleepwalking. It's the only place that it's set up. Okay. Yeah. That means it even cancels when the player is actually going to sleep, which is good. We want that. All right, so that does mean I can actually get to work on the witch now. Okay, so the witch's behavior for when she's chasing you. Ooh, also, should I just play the game just to make sure really quick that all of my nav mesh stuff baked correctly? That looks like it's good. You can actually get through the door, nice. This is also good, it gets through. Sometimes I'm just worried that, yep, this goes through the doorway. This goes up, that's fine. That's fine. Actually, I think it's fine. All the trees are carved out, it's good. Except for these trees, which I expect. Okay, basically this is fine. Basically, oh, that's kind of a weird one. Oh, I hope nobody gets stuck on that. Ruh-roh. Does this not carve? What the fuck? How come I can't click this? Is there like a... How come I can't click this? Oh, because I'm so stupid. I was in the prefab. This object should be not walkable. Okay, well, it's a little funky for now. Does that mean this is too? Oh yeah, look at this. that means this too. Let me just change these to not walkable. Okay. Things are gonna try to walk through that shit. That's fine for now. Witch. What do you do when you catch me? So, let's take a look at, I think I go with Angel Chase, right? Or do I do the normal chase? Let me see. The normal chase is actually pretty good. I kind of want to combine the two so that when she, I'm so indecisive about the way that the witch chases you. And it's just because the normal chase one with her teleport thing, like, there's just something funky about it. The way that it works just doesn't. There's that thing, I don't know if you guys remember, but like she suddenly appears too close to you, and I haven't been able to figure that out. I don't think. Let's see. She's like en route to target. She sets the destination as game object, and then here's where she teleports. The fade out, she uses the witch disappear, which is good. And then when she teleports, she gets the player's position. Yeah, it's tough. I thought changing this would help too, but apparently not. Oh, no. Okay, overwrites that. Use warp position. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. I'm not going to try to solve this right now, because it's like, that's fine. Let's just assume that we are going to use I could make it its own FSM, so that means I could decide later which chase method I use. And that way it can use kind of any chase method. Let me just turn off my nightlight. And then, yeah, okay, let's just do that then. Let's do that when it catches the player. Because in here, it actually doesn't even have any logic for catching the player. Lost player, look around, spotted player. Oh, right here, caught. Here we go. So what does this do? This just starts the witch encounter. This starts the sequence. But I think it should only do this if the player doesn't have the baby. It should also be checking if the player is being propositioned. Yo, good to see you streaming again, man. Nearly Tobias, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, when was the last time you were here? What was the last time you saw me streaming? Because also, like, yeah, I'm curious to know what the hell the last thing that I was streaming, where people are coming in and saying that. A few people have said that. I'm like, okay, when was I even streaming? I did, to be fair, I guess I did stream a little bit of the finals when I got back home. I think the last time I was streaming was probably like back in like August. It's been a minute. All right, there's a lot of places where this logic exists already. So in this chase FSM, when she does catch you, she basically kind of sets herself up to go to the sort of authored sequence of when it kind of becomes this like locked in little moment, where you actually go through the dialogue and stuff with the witch. There's an FSM in here called witch sequences, and this is the one that the chase starts. So in the chase FSM, when it catches you, it's talking about queuing this up. This is where She will just steal the baby, so this logic is already there for that. But you know what it needs is like... There needs to be a condition that it checks for. It's like, if the player doesn't have the baby and has already been propositioned, then what does the witch do? Yeah, that sounds right. When you were doing playtests for the mech game, used to pop in from time to time. My username was less pronounceable at the time. Papa Glindwer, that's right, that's funny, I remember that. Oh, hello, Papa Glindwer. Hello. Nearly Tobias is much easier to pronounce. That's actually, yeah, that's true right there. Well, welcome in. What's up? How's it going? Look, I'm drinking fucking soda. Not even diet, just full blown. It's like 100 and something calories. 150 calories. 39 grams of sugar. Look at those stats. Oh, you can't see these fucking... Oh, actually, here, I just added this. I found out how to have different... Okay. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. That's bananas. Those stats are out of control. Those stats are out of fucking control. That is a lot of sugar. Yeah, that is so much sugar. Okay, so let me actually look at my little notes thing. It says, because I think basically it's when the witch catches the player and the player doesn't have a baby and the player's already been propositioned. So catch the target. Catches the player with baby. Does the classic fade out, takes the baby, and disappear. Cool, I could check that off the list. Catches the player without the baby. If she catches... Okay. So I need to make these, sorry, I'm just adding some stuff to my list really quick. Catches the player, and it's like, I'm adding stuff to a list that I've actually already done, but I'm just putting it in here so I can look at it and like kind of get a big picture and things make sense still. Catches the player without baby, has not propositioned yet, then do the traditional proposition sequence. Okay, catches the player without the baby, has propositioned, then some cursed imagery, wake up on the ground. This means the player is now cursed with the Trojan horse curse. So, okay, so I could check this out. That means there's only two conditions left for me to program for. You've actually got the Glindwer pronunciation down, though. Do you have a secret Celtic ancestry? No, I don't. Glindwer? I mean, I'm pronouncing it kind of like just English American would if you look at it, right? Glindwer. My last name is Day, and that goes back, it's supposedly an Irish name. Day, like of day, Stephen of Day. And then, like, otherwise, yeah, also just like, I'm a Mexican. I'm a Mexican American. All right. I think I know how to. I think I know how to progress here. So I think it's like you still do the setup. Let's just take a look at chase and see what happens here. Caught. It plays. Oh, hold on. Does this happen twice now? Because the witch encounter an offer. I think it does. Does it do this twice? What the fuck is going on? Encounter an offer. Okay, just so I'm not crazy here, right? When it gets here, it says it fades out the horror vocals. Oh, wait, never mind. It turns off the witch effects. It fades everything to black. It waits 6 seconds. It disables all my controls. It gets a spawn position for the witch. It puts the witch at that spawn position, makes her look at me, turns her on. She should be on no matter what. I don't know why that's there. And then it fades in from black. So if I go to the witch sequences, yeah, I don't know. This is kind of, it fades to black again. How the hell does this work? Let's turn on chase and see what happens. I kind of feel like we should see some things happen like twice with her. Let's just play it, because I think basically that setup is kind of busted. Got it? Well, Irish is Celtic, so the answer is yes. Right, I guess so. If that's enough for you, I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. Right, I don't have a baby for her to steal, so that's okay. So, where the hell is she? Is that her? There she is. Okay, she's chasing me. What the hell? Oh, there she is right there. Okay, and I'm gonna let her get me. Yeah, look at that. It does that twice. Did you see that? Yeah, there's a redundancy in the sequence triggering. Okay, so I'm not crazy. That happens twice. Okay. One sec. Need to lock in for this. We're about to make like a clean witch sequence. Okay. Boom, boom. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. We're just gonna take inventory one more time of what this thinks it should be doing. It should at least be turning some stuff off, right? I think basically we can get rid of this fade to black, get rid of the weight. It'll turn the witch effects off, that's fine. It doesn't need to disable look and move. It doesn't need to disable interact. And I think even the positioning thing happens in the sequence, right? Get world position with offset, it does. Disable interact, and I think disable move is kind of defunct. I think what this needs to do is do I think if I do this sequentially instead and say, well, let me just make sure. Let's just go back. If I go to player, move. Yeah, there's no, oh wait, is there? Oh, there is disable move. Okay, good. Good, good, good. That's fine. Because I only want to do one at a time. Yeah, disable move, look at which. Disable interact. That's all good. It disables the wander FSM. Does the positioning, it even does the fade to black with the weight. It warps her in between those things, so she's already there when it starts to fade in. It plays the sound of the horror vocals, changes her speed, plays her walk animation, and then makes her walk towards the player, towards 1.25 units in front of the player. So all of that is already taken care of, and whenever any of that stuff happens in here, we just need to delete it. So we can get rid of this world position offset thing, we could get rid of this set position, get rid of the look at, get rid of the activate game object, get rid of the fade in from black, and we could just leave it as we're just turning off the witch effects, fading out the audio, and telling her to actually trigger that whole sequence. Okay, good. So this is clean now. It won't happen. There won't be the redundancy. Now, when that happens, it's in the witch sequences that we do the logic to check. So if the player has the baby, then great, she just steals the baby and we kind of proceed. If the player does not have the baby, then and we go through all this logic before we do the ascend thing. I think first you ask already propositioned question mark. It goes like that. It checks here. Or I guess we could just keep this a little cleaner. Propositioned question mark. Keep these in so they don't overlap with the other. Okay. And I believe there's a, like here, deal offered. Propositioned bool test. It's a different way of asking the same question. Okay, so we can add yes and no. So if propositioned no, great, then keep doing what you're doing and do the whole start proposition. But if the player has been propositioned, then we go to a new state where we say Trojan horse curse. Okay, and we make it green. So this curse is about, let me see. I could check that off the list. Now I can actually go to the details of the curse. When the player is cursed, I think it could just be on the player. I think it could be that you send an event to the player. Send event. And you could say broadcast all, or you could just send to the children of a not just, well, yeah. Broadcast all. So you send an event, a new global event called player. Is Trojan horse cursed? I think that's fine. It's a tiny bit of a mouthful, but it's descriptive. And then what do you have this do? I think it could just stop here, right? For all of these, it just stops. Steel Baby. What's kind of crazy is okay. No, I see. This which timeout start. Does that happen? Yeah, I think I could just do that. We want to copy some of the logic here. We want to say, you know what, actually, I think we put this logic, I'm thinking we put this logic sooner. Let's just move where we put this. So the which encounter and offer, I think you could put it right at the top where it just asks, hey, are you already propositioned? And if so, skip doing any of this other shit and just make it cut to black. Yeah, I think that's what you do. So let's see. Global transition, which, encounter and offer. Okay, you delete this as its starting point. And then you take this proposition stuff, right? And then you just make these send down here. And then you could take these, yeah, these can go here. Encounter in it. Wait, really? I already have an encounter in it? Ah. Okay. Caught by which? That's basically what that means. Just a sec. All right. Right, and if you have not been propositioned, then you just kind of continue doing these things. That looks better. That way it kind of happens instantaneously. Kind of feel like we should move some of these out of the way though. Let's just clean up this FSM. Like this. Okay. Like that. Like that. All right. Proposition, question mark, and then it sends here. Okay. That way it doesn't do any, let me see, chase in here. Yeah, I think we could just make it cut to black in here. Which sequences? Let's see if I want to take anything from here. We'll just cut to black. I'll take that. I'll take that too. Actually, let's take all these. The horror vocals never even start, so that's fine. I feel like we should still disable controls for a second. So here's how it's gonna go. Broadcast all, screen set to black, wait 2 seconds. We time out the witch. We also do a broadcast all of, I think we could do this, right? Disable, interact, disable, move. Copy these, paste them in here. Except instead of disable, move, we're gonna do disable, move, and look. Control, disable, look, and move, okay. We curse the player. I think we do all of these first, like that, and then you do a fade in. Fade in from black, and then you enable these controls. Copy. Oops. And paste down here. Yeah. Okay. And I think we curse the player while the screen is black. Yeah. Okay. Now we need to actually do the thing where on the player that event can be received so the player can actually be cursed. So on the player, I guess you just make a new FSM called like Trojan Horse Curse, huh? Trojan Horse Curse. Global transition, custom, player is Trojan Horse Cursed. Okay. Okay. It just kind of turns it on, eh? For now, I think that's a good enough. Just so we could test to see if this is kind of working. That means we have to, oh man, the thing that, I'm gonna have to force a variable. Let's go to the dialog system. Which proposition? Propositioned equals true. Okay. I'm gonna cheat it and literally just on the player in this Trojan Horse start state, we're gonna make a wait and a set variable. Propositioned bool value true. It's just gonna wait like 3 seconds. Yeah. Okay. So presumably the witch will just kind of set the screen to black, disappear, and then the screen will fade in. And then when we look, this should be fired off. So let's give it a test. Okay. Surely by now, a few seconds will have passed. Okay, where is she? Is that her? No. What? Where is she? I don't know where she, oh, there she is. Okay, so she's gonna come get me. And then cut to black, great. Can't move. Now I can move. And then and she's gone, which is important. Then I pause this, and yep, now we are Trojan Horse Cursed. Good. Now, we can actually do the fun part of what constitutes the Trojan Horse Curse. So, Trojan Horse Curse wakes up in the middle of the night of the forest Oh wait, wakes up standing out in the middle of the forest holding their baby. So there's a few conditions that it's checking for. It's checking for if the player is sleeping, which actually, I don't think we have like a bool for, huh? In sleep. Yeah, look at that shit. We need like an is sleeping bool. Does the bed have one or something? That's kind of surprising. Let's see, can I select the bed and then double bed, bed. Yeah, we don't even have, look at that, no is sleeping. Okay, okay. So close eyes, sleeping. Let's just set bool value advanced. This one is sleeping. Where is this used? Oh, it just, okay. Should it curse our sleep, basically? Should that happen here? I just want to make sure that these are going to be in line with each other. Because sleepwalk is kind of what that is. Maybe I put it in sleepwalk, honestly. So that is just one side of it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 items on this checklist. Only 3 of them I really made priority. Wakes up standing out at their door. Wakes up standing up at their open door. Baby is in the chicken coop or halfway down the water well. Wakes up standing in the forest. Baby's at home with door wide open. Wakes up next to a chicken. Okay. I just feel like these things are so similar. I'm really tempted to just put all this logic into the sleepwalk thing. I think I will. Then it can't disable this FSM. And I would have to have something, I would have to have an event to start the sleepwalk. Let me do some refactoring. Let me do some refactoring. Player is Trojan Horse cursed. Because you'd want to still be able to get sleepy during the day and do the sleepwalking that happens during the day, and simultaneously, not simultaneously, but like you'd want it to be possible for that to happen, and for it to be possible for you to wake up in the middle of the night and do sleepwalking, which is a different thing. So I don't want to disable this. I guess the Trojan Horse curse can at least just be checking for conditions. So this is more of just checking for conditions, and then in the sleepwalking, but then I guess it's here that's bugging me, because this has the is sleepwalking bool. I don't want to put sleepwalking logic in here. This is more like a manager. You know what I think is just bugging me? I think it's just this is sleepwalking bool. I think I just want to rename it. I think that's all that's bugging me. I think it's like is sleep deprived. And then that means that on the sleepwalk state, I have to make it look for that instead. Is sleep deprived, and then the same one down here is sleep deprived. That's all that means. Okay, I feel a little bit better about this. Sorry, that was so stupid, but it's just, man, the language just either makes everything kind of fucking confusing. Like, what you want to do is you just want to like mitigate the amount of times you're like, wait, is that what I meant by this? You know, like, yeah. Is under somnambulistic influence? What's somnambulistic influence? Ballistic influence. What the hell is that? Variable naming designed to bamboozle your future self. Somnambulism is sleepwalking. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, that would be very helpful for me. That really clears things up. Okay, good. Now that that's solved, let's actually do the Trojan horse logic. So I think you put this in sleepwalk. Wait, do you though? Do you though? Okay, one more thing. Under sleep, you have it. Do you just have it turn on? God damn it, because that's all this is. That's all this is. It kills me to know that there's an FSM called Sleepwalk, and then I'm about to program these other whole sequences, these other whole behaviors that are sleepwalking, but they're not in the Sleepwalk FSM. Like, God, that's like killing my OCD so bad. This is the only thing that bugs me, because just like we just in sleep, we just enable the FSM. So what if instead you just do a send event? Send event, and you're sending to game object FSM sleepwalk, and you're gonna send the event global events, or new global event, player space sleep deprived. Right. Okay, I'm gonna turn off this FSM shit. This will just always be on. In here, or where? I think it's like in here. I turn off the FSM. Oh no! Actually, I never do that. It used to happen here. So in here, I'm gonna delete this. Okay, so far so good. We'll make a different start state. In fact, we could just leave it like this, delete transition. Okay, put it like that. And then in here, we'll put that new custom events, player, sleep deprived. So that's when it starts doing that thing. And then it could still send here when it's, what is the condition? If sleep deprived is not true, so it knows to leave that. So that can still happen, but when it's here, I think this can be used as an authority for like, I mean, shit, maybe the witch doesn't even send an event. Maybe the witch just sets like a bool value or something. No, the witch should do this. The player should account for themselves. Okay. And then you put like a set bool value in here. Is Trojan horse cursed? Set to true. Boom. And that way in sleepwalk, you do like a bool test or something. You do an FSM bool test. Sleep. No. Trojan horse curse. Is Trojan horse cursed? I just checked the origin. Somnus is sleep, and amulet, ambulare, is walk. Latin. Ambulata. I might do away with this. I might do away with snake case / camel case and just write all my variables in Latin instead. Ultimate hard mode, right? Yeah. I remember that dude M.Strange. I remember a video from him a long time ago. I think like he was, or maybe it was like a podcast or something, but like I remember him mentioning like some book he read or something about like programming or something, where it was like the ultimate like programmer doesn't use notes, doesn't comment their code. And it's like, are you really a good programmer if you write your own code? That was like my first ever, probably my first ever encounter with the sort of like the egotistical side of programming. You know, like there's a sort of way that like ego works its way into engineering. And this whole like, you know, what constitutes like a real programmer or like a good, shit, did I just cut myself? That's crazy. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. What can I... oh, this is my chance to use this and... Where is it? This. One. Give me a couple min. 6:04 p.m. Be right back. Hold on. Do I have any fucking band-aids? What the hell? I might have to pull a band-aid out of my little travel pack. Let's see, where's that at? Maybe this has something in it. Nope. And how about this? Ah, yeah, here we go. Nice. One Band-Aid, please. Just a minute. Did I make it in time? Sounds like you in a hotel or closet or something. Shadow is light, hello. Just a second. I'm putting a little Band-Aid on my shin. How is that what it sounds like? That is such an oddly specific thing to say. It's like, oh, you kind of sound like you're in the foyer of a government building with a GDP of, you know what I mean? like why hotel? Why? Yeah, some programmers are masochistic to a ridiculous level. I've read most of the classic programming books over the years and I'm also using electrical tape to really keep this Band-Aid on. Okay, coming back, here we go. And bada bing, bada boom. He back. Boom. How about this? Okay, if there's anybody here that disagrees with this, kindly fuck off. Yeah, some programmers are masochistic. So I read most of the classic programming books over the years and have just settled on, if it works and I can tweak it in the future, then it's good. I agree, that's nice. So far I haven't had to like make anything that is like, that has dire consequences if it doesn't really work. So I think that also has changed my perspective. Like, it might be a little different if I was like engineering software to that like accounted for like the safety of like human beings or whatever, you know what I mean? Okay. I can return to my task. So, this is checking, is Trojan Horse cursed? And it's running every frame. Now, if it is Trojan Horse cursed, then I think this should exist on this side. If it's true, we say continue, and then it could send off over here where it would be doing the actual Trojan Horse curse thingy. Bro, you look so different from the last time I ever seen you, which is like 9 months ago. They ain't lying when they say when you shave, you gain more youth in you. Yeah, well, 9 months ago, I was shaven. I was fully shaven 9 months ago. Wait, maybe not 9 months ago. I last streamed in like August. But yeah. If the last time you saw me was pre me traveling, then for sure. Then I think I had a beard back then. But I started shaving, and I shaved for like a year straight. I've been shaving for over a year now. So that's also kind of what is like tripping me out. But yeah, I do feel mighty youthful. A little baby face when I shave. Also, so today was the first time I shaved in like a few days. Maybe even like a week, actually. I think it's probably the first time I shaved in like a week. And so it kind of grew out a little bit. And I think what happened over the course of the last week is that the melanin in my face, because of sun exposure, is like lacking where my beard was. So I kind of have a bit of a paler complexion where my facial hair has been for the last week. But even before that, I was shaving clean. Like if you look at maybe 2 VODs ago, I was clean shaven. Did you turn ray tracing on? What, on me? All right, so now we get to the fun stuff. Finally, I get to get to the fun stuff. So the fun stuff is we gotta check. This says like just awake, okay? And then we'll put in parentheses standby. This is gonna wait for sleeping to be true. And then it's gonna continue. So now we're asleep. So it's waiting here for us to fall asleep. And then once we are asleep, this is when it happens. Now, I think it should be like a random timer. So if we do like random wait and say anywhere between 10 and 15 seconds, we say continue. And then here's what wakes us up. You do a send event to game object FSM, or no, actually you do broadcast all player or global player wake up. So that event should not exist anywhere else. It shouldn't even exist in sleep, right? Okay, good. And it shouldn't be in sleepwalk, good. This player wake up should only exist on the bed that the player is sleeping in. And that's what, oh wait, hold on. So this will at least wake the player up, but actually we don't want that yet. So hold on. Wake player up. Let's put some stuff in between that. In fact, the random wait will be more like, we might not even do a random wait, to be honest. Let's skip the random wait for now. We might bring it back for the final version, but for prototyping, for testing out this new system, what we actually want is offset, position offset. Get world position with offset. Or maybe random position around. Random position around. Okay, and then we do get position, so we want the position of the player. And then we want we'll copy some of the shit around here. In fact, oh shit, hang on. I think we just use this all over again. This is basically the same thing. So right here, this is it. We could basically copy all this information. Let me separate some of this logic. Taking the controls out to that, we'll call this disable controls, and then it finishes, and then it goes down to here to do this shit. And I'm tempted to literally send to these states, and then at the end of the sequence it asks, are you doing this version of sleepwalking or this other version of sleepwalking? That way I can maintain anything. But you know, we're just gonna copy paste shit, bro, because we fucking wild out like that. That's what we do. We just wild out like this. Generate destination, calculate destination, en route. Hang on. Maybe we do just send like this, because I think it's gonna bring us back here anyway. Fades in from black. And then, yeah, this just sends back to state off. That's actually great. That's actually great. I think we could just do that. Because it wakes us up and everything. Oh wait, no it doesn't. 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 Hang on. I'm like this close to making it like a super like lean version. All right, I'm just gonna copy paste it. Copy paste. All right, I don't like having to do that, but I feel like the amount of work I was gonna do right now for that payoff was just not, it just wasn't really worth my time for a sec. We're gonna get rid of this. We'll keep the fade in from black. We won't do a random wait. We will turn that off. We won't send this event. And then that way it could just wake the player up like this. Delete that. Arrived. wake up. And then yeah, and then I think we go like this. Sleep. Okay, let's see what this looks like. I'm just gonna put a action sequence and just put a wait, just to give some time, just a little buffer to be safe. I don't know, I'm just intuiting that we want at least 3 seconds before it does other shit. Fade in from black. What about, and we do enable controls. Okay, good. All right, so Trojan horse still will set us as propositioned, and then we'll be Trojan horse cursed after we run into the witch, and then we can go to sleep, and then what should happen is when we go to sleep, we should wake up earlier than expected and be like out in the middle of the woods, basically. Okay. Let's run it. Let's run it. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Killer Potato? My potatin. We'll grab the candle. And then, how's it going, man? What's up? How you doing? There she is. We'll get a little close so she can do her business quickly. Okay, it'll cut to black when she gets us. And then we'll fade in. Okay, we are now cursed. And then we will go in here. I just already foresaw a problem. Did you catch it? Did you catch the problem? Hold on, here we go. Hi, did you catch the problem? Because I already got the problem. I have shown up to make you start jonesing for the finals. God damn it. It's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot because I'm feeling it pretty good right now. The problem is, here, we're gonna kind of waste a little bit of time. I'm gonna unlock this door and open it because the problem is there's no automated way for the player to open and unlock the door. Thankfully, I do have a little system that's very plug and play, and I could just, you know what? I'll just do that right now. Let's just fucking do this. Because I already know I'm gonna have to do it. Okay, so we put it on the player. And you know what's kind of funny? I might even be able to, usually I use this as, oh, this is so funny. Hang on. Player, sleepwalk, en route. I might be able to use this as a run FSM. I usually attach this as a full-blown FSM on the NPCs, but door logic, look at that. We'll do open and do unlock. Event to, or, no, we don't need this. Raycast distance, yeah, raycast offset, 1.5. Raycast origin, the player. Send event to children. We're not gonna send any events. We're literally just going to, oh wait. Is the event for, yeah. Do unlock. Okay. We're good. Dude, that's so cool. I could use it as a fucking run FSM. That works just as fine. That is awesome. I'm gonna extend this a little bit and say 0.75. And do open and do unlock. Now let's run this shit, dude. I love making little tools that I end up using over and over. JK, just joshin'. What about JJ? Just joshin'. Just joshin'. Just messin'. JM. What about JH? Just horsing around. Where is she? Where is she? Come get me. Come get me. Cut to black. Lose control. Get controls back. Okay, she's gone. And then here's what we're gonna do. We're going to close this door and lock it. So look at that. That door, it's a locked door. And then we're gonna manually set the time to the time we can go to sleep, because that's just gonna take too long. Hour 19, right? That's the time we can go to sleep. Okay, it's nighttime outside, good. And look, I'm going to sleep next to my bed, right? Lay in bed, close my eyes, get my little dream sequence. Let me put the music on. Oh, booyah. Hey, Joshin. Just in time. Here we go. No, I dropped an egg. I will use that information. It's not useless. Is this working under the hood? I can't tell. I can't tell if this is working, actually. Oh, I think I know why it's not working. What the actual fuck is going on? Wait. What? Okay, hang on. Where's bro at? No, we're still here. Player? Yeah, the player's still standing here. Okay, I kind of think I might know what's going on. Yep, that's why. I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking stupid idiot. This needs to just go here. It needs to be at least waiting for that condition. Holy shit. All right, from the top. Booyah, how you doing? How's it going? You just joshing around here? You big joshin'? Are you a JJ kind of guy? You a JK kind of guy? You a JM kind of guy? You a JOI kind of guy? Big joshin'. I hear you. Big Josh. Big joshin'. Where's she at? Is that her? There she is. Come get me. What? Okay, well, she got me. That's what we wanted. Okay, we're gonna close the door, lock our door, skip ahead to hour 19, come over to our bed, right? It's nighttime outside, yeah, okay. Come to our bed, go to sleep. Now, more of a I'm kidding kind of guy, okay. Just kidding, just playing. Oh, what about just playing, JP? Just playing. Okay, here we go. I wonder if it might actually take longer to get to your destination than the allotted time for one night's sleep. Come on. This would be such a good illusion if this works. I think I gotta pause it. I gotta at least see where we're at, because I think it, fuck, why are we still here? Hold on. It says awake standby, sleeping, it's waiting for sleep to be as true. Sleep, is it, eh? Why is, close eyes should be true. Did I not do this right? Why is that? I fucked that up, huh? Where else does this... yeah, I fucked that up. Okay, that's my bad. I'm Pimn. Epimn. Is that a Vietnamese? I promise I meant no harm. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, it is Vietnamese. Okay, bool value, setting to true. I'm a dumbass. Okay, now, wait. Behold one of the best illusions in video games. Here we go. Okay. Get the light, get the fucking candle. Okay, open the door. Get caught by the witch. Where is she? Okay. Presumably having already propositioned her. Okay, you got me. Come get me. She got me. Can't move, can't look. Okay. Have it fade back in. We are cursed now. Close the door. Lock it behind us. Pause. Fast forward to hour 19. Unpause. Okay. Go to sleep. Here we go. No, the illusion has been shattered. Vietnamese, yeah, Epim, right? That looks Vietnamese to me. It must be. What are the lose scenarios? There's many. There are many, and to be fair, it's kind of up to you to decide what a. Hold on. What a. Hang on. Lose scenario is. You're just gonna have to find out yourself. Dude, you gotta play. You gotta play. When the update comes out, we gotta see you play, cause it's just, it's like it's basically your favorite genre. It's an RPG. I meant instead of JK. I mean, I understand that I promise I meant no harm is instead of JK, and the acronym for I promise I meant no harm is IPIMNH, but it looks like EPIM, and that looks like Vietnamese. I'll play yours when you play mine. Oh, I'm gonna play yours. I'm gonna play with yours till the fucking sun comes up. I'm gonna play with yours until it falls off. I'm gonna play with yours so much that I'm gonna get arthritis in my hands because of just how much I'm playing with it. I'm gonna play with yours so much that like, well, let's not go there. Okay. Okay, my bad. Megabyte. Okay, megabyte. So let's find out what happened here. Surely this was a pathing problem, because or maybe not actually. Maybe this was a, because we set sleeping to true here, but then we already came back and opened our eyes, right? So if we go to sleepwalk, and it's waiting here, and it's waiting for is Trojan horse cursed, then it comes here and it's like on standby. It's waiting for, it's checking for sleeping is true, and then when it does, it comes here. It successfully ran through all these states. You can see the little ones next to each of these states, so it came here and did all the things. But what it did in each of these is what we want to really make sure of. We got the player's position, that's in world space. We got a, there it is. Got a point around the position, and I think this is our problem. Look at that. The max distance for this random point is 55 meters away from that center point. This NavMesh sample position only validates points up to 20 meters. That is our problem. That is our problem. So we're gonna change this to like 65. Yeah. I think I have faith in this working. Everything else seemed to be working okay anyway, so we're gonna run it back. Here we go, cross your fingers. One of the greatest illusions in indie horror history. You were here, folks, you were here when it happened. When it was first built. Where is she? You hear her cackling? Where is she? There she is. Come get me. Come get me, Grandma. Okay. Gets me. She just, I don't know, she just gets me, you know? Okay. Come inside. Lock the door, right? Door's locked. Come in here. Pause the game so we could fast forward to hour 19. Okay. I'm actually going to turn out my candle because I'm going to bed. Okay, we're going to sleep. Fingers crossed, everybody. What the fuck? Whoa, whoa, whoa! A little too fast. Kind of illusion breaking. Holy. And she's out of breath too. I'm sick now. Will cause motion sickness. Oh, look it. There we go, though. Now I'm out in the middle of the woods. Okay, with a little bit of fine tuning, look it. I woke up in the middle of the woods. Oh, we gotta catch our breath. Okay. With a little bit of fine tuning, okay, so what is it? It's like in the beginning, you need to at least put a little bit of a delay because we're already at that point where the camera's fading out. Yeah, and look at, we opened the door, we unlocked and opened the door. It's good. It worked. So, okay. Also, her breathing is on a mixer, is on one of the groups of my mixer that should be muted during that sequence. So we'll turn that off as well so we don't hear her losing her breath. My dog is very upset at that panting sound effects. Well, we're about to fix that. You could tell Moo that I'm on it. I'm a very responsive game developer. So when my audience, especially dogs, because you know they're probably my number one sort of customer, and you know, they give me a lot of feedback all the time. They become priority. Let's go to master audio, and then we're gonna go down to is it not? Is it called out? What the hell is it even called? Catching breath quiet? No. Is it just called out of... Oh, there it is, out of breath. Yeah, it's on the... It's on the main bus. I wonder why. Is it because it's... I actually don't know why we were able to hear the panting during the dream sequence. Well, let's still add in a delay here. Dogs are your base. They are. Like, clearly all the gameplay is catered to to be like paw inclusive, right? I try to put as few buttons as possible so they can just kind of and maybe like a boop with their snout on the space bar or something. So most of my games only have 3 buttons that you press. My dog is quite literally staring into my soul because I'm eating. Like trying to digest nutrients. Ontologically? Ontologically. Fluids. Fluids are not low, but I will wet this already wet boy. Thank you for the wet the dry boy. Booyah. So look, we wake up, or no, sorry, we are currently awake, so this color will be, let's just say yellow, right? We're awake. And then as soon as this says it's true, it's already going and calculating the destination, blah, blah, blah. What it needs to do is give us a fucking breather, man. So let's just put in a little wait for 3 seconds. Okay. Just call this like a sleepwalk buffer. And I also want to make sure that we're not resending any. Okay, fade in from black happens at the very end. Yeah. Okay. Get agent remaining distance to player. Yes. Arrive vent 0.5. Checking. Good. Enable controls. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I think I actually know what happens. In the bed. This is the. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We are fighting with the logic on the bed. Because look, when we're here, it's about already forcing us to open our eyes. That shouldn't happen. So I think what we'll do is we'll make a little adjustment here. This will actually, when it's equal, we're just gonna say continue, and that will come down here. But player wake up should have a branching path of this logic. This is the one that we will manually set off from like little bumps in the night, or like in this first case that we're designing our little cursed Trojan horse curse thing. It should send here first. And I think basically, yeah, it just sends back to the whole not sleeping part. Buffer, interactable text, and it doesn't return controls or anything. Okay, yeah, so it just comes back up here. Yeah. So there, I think I figured out why some of those sounds queued up, because it was also playing the, it changed the snapshot, which happens here, or where does it happen? Return controls, buffer, get up animation, open eyes, somewhere. Oh, I think maybe in our controls canvas, sleeping panel. Yeah, in the open eyes, we change this. Yeah, we do the little snapshot. So that won't happen until we send it off from the other place. So that's okay. I think, right? Let's just double check everything here. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. And then on player wake up. I think that means that we also need to separately send the open eyes event. Open eyes copy. I mean, this is what it should be. Boom, boom, boom. Oops. This. There we go. And do a little weight here. Okay. Save. Nice, nice, nice. Let's try it. Cross your fingers, hope to die. And wish me all the luck in the world. All the luck in the world. Hit it, DJ. There you, I sent you a photo of my dog staring into my soul. Let me see. It's good. Good luck. Hold on. Before we start this adventure, let's look at doggy pictures. I want a little doggy picture. Baby wants a doggy. Can I show the doggy on stream? I guess the dump truck is driving by again. Wait, hold on. Can I show doggy on stream? Can I do doggy on stream? Okay, here we go. Oops. Hang on. Doggy. Woof, 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 woof. Bah, bah. Is that how he sounds? Or is it like a... Or is it like a... Yo! These are my dog impressions. All right, fucking holy shit. Please work this time. Grab the light. Run outside. Get caught by the witch. Where you at, lady? There you are. Come get me. Oh no. Okay. I'm cursed now. Close my door. Lock it. Can't sleep yet, so I gotta fast forward time. 19. Boom. Sleep. Okay. Damn. What's happening there? Because it's kind of like, okay, hang on. Let's look, I kind of want to look at this because it's doing too much too quickly. I think I know where to put this delay. Yeah. Because the player is the thing that should be controlling when the canvas changes. But right now, I'm actually letting the bed do it. Right. Well, no, we're still sleeping. Huh. I don't know why that's happening. In here, it hasn't even progressed past the sleeping thing. It never even got the wake up event on the player in sleepwalk. We're en route. What about in sleep? It's sleeping. Sleep is true. We're not in any one of these stages. And then if we go to the canvas for the sleep panel, we're even still sleeping here. And we did the audio snapshot transition to dreaming. So that means that the mixer it's correct. And this is passing time now. I mean, is it because in that moment time scale just gets cranked up and then like somehow in the tiniest window, the snapshot hasn't finished transitioning the audio? Like maybe, but this takes 3 seconds to get there. I don't get that either. And the music stopped. We never even got to this state, and this is where it uses the audio snapshot logic. I don't know where and why that audio snapshot logic is changing. Where's your baby? My baby is deactivated right now, so I could do testing without it. Maybe slow down time and then try it again. I want to see at least. I don't even know where to begin to look yet, though. Like, I want to know what I should even be looking for. Because I feel like I'm going back and forth through all these FSMs and there's not... Okay, on the player, you're sleeping. And then what about the sleepwalk one? It's like we're here, wait, let me look at all of these. We're here, yeah. Go here. Yeah. That starts, generate the destination. That's all it does. Calculates the destination. That's all it does. En route. Is there something happening in this door logic? No. 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 I mean, I don't think it's a door logic, but I have to check because it's like, I don't know what the hell else is even running during this sequence. And then it does the door unlock and everything. Okay, fine. And it's here, and so our character's en route right now. Our character's like going there. So we never even got to the enable controls, and we never even got to the point where it sends the wake up thing. Yeah, that is so strange. Bed, double, and we are still here in the sleeping state, which makes sense. Quite the mystery. Quite the mystery. I wish I had a snack. I feel like my brain needs to kick into overdrive for this little. This is like truly a little mystery. Am I not observing this correctly? Am I not hearing things correctly? Because that's what happened. Let me hear this again. You can hear her breathing, and you can't hear the music anymore. And I think if I go to audio mixer, it should show me. Does it not? How can you at runtime look at which audio mixer like snapshot you're looking at and all that? It's on this one, right? Ambience normal. Dude, that's why. Bro, that is funny. Ooh, case closed. I'll tell you what it is. So, when you're inside and you go to bed, it's on the snapshot for ambience inside, and that's to control literally the sort of ambient sound effect of, like, you know, the birds of the forest and blah blah blah. They sound more muffled when you're inside your house or when you're inside anything, right? So I haven't switched to that snapshot. How do you turn that? But then when you go outside, it turns it to the ambience normal. Ambience normal means you're outside and you can hear the birds chirping and everything and the crickets at night, whatever, just clear. That's what ambience normal is. That's what happens when you're outside. When you go inside, it's called ambience inside. So you go between those two snapshots by going in and out of your house. There's a dreaming snapshot that goes from, you know, when you're inside your house, which is ambience normal, which is ambience inside, and then you go to sleep and it goes into the dreaming snapshot. But you leave that dreaming snapshot when you leave your house, which is what our player's doing right now, which is why it kind of starts, and then like a second later, since time is sped up and our character's running out of the house, we suddenly hear the breathing, we suddenly hear every other sound effect, and then the music and all that shit goes away. So what I need to do is to make a check when the snapshot changes via leaving and entering the house, to just say, hey, wait a minute, is the player sleepwalking right now? Because if the player is sleepwalking right now, then just leave it alone. And then once the player is done sleepwalking, then continue on to change the ambience to whatever it properly kind of should be. Okay. Booyah, you want to put your mod powers to use? Ban this fucking bot! Viewers, some best9.online. Some fucking pathetic piece of shit bot farm, goddamn soulless, subhuman piece of shit. That's what the reason should be. When it says like ban, and then the name, and then reason, put all that shit about being subhuman and soulless for sure at the end. Did it work? Is my only mod even here anymore? Got him? Get him! Yeah, get fucked, Clanker. Do this right here. So we have this. But what about get fucked, Clankers? Hard R, Clankers. Fucking AI ass, nasty ass piece of shit. All right. So, oh, I'm so glad I figured that out right now, though. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it. Okay. So, we're going to go to. Where is it? Where do I put that logic? Is it in Master Audio? Do I have an FSM on here that does it? No. Do I put it on Game Manager? Player prefs, global temperature, excuse me, save load, husband, sacrifice manager, story progression, dialogue events, main scene objects info. No, where the hell did I put this thing? Oh, it must be on the actual thing called ambience and effects. That doesn't. Oh wait, maybe it's an Enviro because Enviro has all the sounds, huh? There we go. Ambient sound occlusion. Ah, here it is. Here it is. So if I'm going from inside to outside, then what it needs to do first is ask me, sleepwalking? And then do that. I only banned them because it wasn't even best viewers. It was just viewers. We don't need regular ass viewers. Also, you can just get Seribot. Okay. Yeah, but what am I supposed to do? Trust another clanker to get rid of the other clankers? Come on. We gotta exercise true human prejudice. Go there right now. Yes, sir. Daddy. Auto rage shoutouts are here. Okay, I'll take a look at this later. Hang on. Let's put it in the other. Let's put it in this tab. Close that, and then bring this back up here. Okay. Noted. Keep all these things open. Why did you block my text? No. Wait, what happened? What text? Me or Andrew? Just type the command to add Seribot here. Oh, then mod them. Oh, wait, really? Oh, okay. You'll never get that message again. No, not my messages, but then when Killer Potato makes that joke again, they'll get banned. Careful. Wait. Okay, you know, let me look into this a little bit more before I just implement a nuclear option with like a few messages in chat. I'll take a look. I'll take a look. Also, Killer Potato, watch yourself. Watch your fucking back. Watch your mouth. Cerebot is very safe. Yeah, look into it. I will. I put the tab on my other main shit off, like my off-stream windows, so I can not forget about it. Okay. Lock it in. What time is it? 7 o'clock p.m. What the fuck is happening? The funny thing is that Link was using a true Link. So, what we want to do is we want to do an FSM bool test. On the player. We're going to be checking the. Let me look at the player's FSM, because I think there's some cases right now where we haven't exactly. Right, it's like, is sleeping. I think that's all it. Because the sleep walk right now doesn't use the same logic as sleeping, but I want to migrate it to use the sleeping thing. So I think I will just use is sleeping. But let me look at the sleep. Yeah, it's like close eyes. Okay. It could also be during sleepwalking, so that's fine. There could be some refactoring that happens later. That's fine. Okay, so I think basically we're always looking to sleep as the authoritative place for the bool is sleeping. Okay. Now I can select Enviro, and we can look at sleep, is sleeping, and it's gonna be running every frame. And if it's true, then we don't do anything. But once it's false, then we can continue, right? Similarly, I think that when you want to go from outside back inside, it should also do the same thing, just so we're not overriding this dreaming audio mixer. So we can copy this, paste it, and say, go here. I will check that in just a moment and go right there, sleepwalking. And it waits for us to be false. There we go. I think, holy hell, guys, I need all of your thoughts and prayers for my poor little video game that is just this close to having such a cool little feature. And I think thoughts and prayers, and of course my genius savant programming skills, that combination will really make this next test come through. Hey, you're almost at 1 year following. Oh yeah, I mean, I think we met just a little over a year ago. I think Andrew brought that up recently. It was just that, like, we met in December 2024, the mid or late December. I guess the end of December, because Tokyo Indies is every third Wednesday of the month. Okay, here we go. Let me actually pause the jazz or the disco or the funk. And now, put the volume up for me so I can hear it too. We will play this. Here we go. Big moment. Please fucking work. January 30th is when he followed. Wow, took you long enough, Andrew. Okay, here we go. Where is she? I hear her. She sees me. Where is she? Where is she? There she is. Alright, come get me. first. Locking it. Here we go. People will be talking about this moment for the rest of their lives. Okay. Put out my candle. Go to sleep. God fucking damn it! Why? Player is sleep is false? No, it's not. His sleep is true. You dummy. You absolute dummy bear. Does it get sent late or something? Yeah, it's been a while. It has. Okay, hold on. So it must be that in this chain of events, literally like Unity events, the chain of events are long enough where this is sleeping isn't true until, like, okay, hang on. When I'm in bed, where the fuck is the bed? When I get in bed, disables controls, does the lay down animation, says player close eyes, which I think is received on the sleeping panel. Yeah, does that. Okay. As well as the player. Ah. And so I think I think I should put this event when I'm doing the lay down. Close eyes. Bishka, bathroom remodel, and you're on my TV. I hope you feel honored. Wait. Okay, hold on. My interpretation of that, just tell me if I'm wrong here, is that your bathroom now includes a TV. You remodeled it. You remodeled your bathroom, and one of the parts of the remodeling is that it has a TV in it now? Or are you in the process of remodeling your bathroom, and so in the like work of it, kind of like not dissimilar to maybe the way the Seven Dwarves whistle while they work, or that maybe construction site workers have a little radio in the background, you are remodeling your bathroom while enjoying some Twitch streams? Which one is it? Because one is a more permanent fixture. There are probably varying degrees of honor that I could feel here. Because it's like, I might show up on future deuces. And I might show up for not just you, but for your family. But if it's just while you're remodeling, then you're the only one watching me, and our time here is finite. Which, you know, I mean, the honor is still there, but it's not, you know, this is not, you're not looking for a long-term relationship. Maybe 3D modeling a bathroom for the second time. That's so dumb. God Damn it. This is true too. Bathroom remodel. Okay, hang on. So, me and Bishka are working on a game together, and maybe he's putting a bathroom in one of the vignettes that he's working on. So he's 3D modeling it for the second time, and while he's doing that, I'm on second monitor. Or I'm on TV, rather. Bishka, can you help us find clarity here? Facts. Is Bishka even here anymore? Where the hell did bro go? Okay, oh my god, this is driving me insane. This is such a fucking stupid, tedious thing. Okay. It says it's sending player close eyes. Which this receives. It does a snapshot transition too. And then the player is also receiving that. That should be pretty instantaneous. Oh, they are two things competing kind of in that way though. Okay, I can kind of see how these two things are competing. Yeah, the player's sleep FSM gets this, and it sends, it sets its is sleeping bool to true, so it eventually ends up as true. But at the same time it's receiving this event, so is the controls canvas sleeping panel. And this is the one, well, okay, hang on. No, but that's not what it's competing for. So the player one is still, so it's the player's sleep FSM is still competing with, it's competing with the Enviro thing. And Enviro, I mean, shit, like, does the player get out of the house that fast? Oh, hang on. Dude. Oh. It also has logic for when you're okay. It also has logic for when you're by the open door, because the ambience, it kind of sounds like you're outside when you're by the open door. So, also sick button graphic? Wait, what button graphic? Button graphic. Okay, this is I stumbled across a new clue to our mystery. Is this okay. This might be an easy fix. Let's try this. Because the player will arrive at the near door before it is ever. Okay, so hang on. It should go here first. I think that's the only change I make. I think that will. Okay. Setting thoughts and prayers again. Please. Big moment. Okay. Candle, check. Okay. Get witched. Cursed. Great. Okay. Lock the door. This is it. I can feel it. Oh, I can feel it. This is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so amazing. Okay, here we go. Blow out my candle. Go to sleep. Son of a fucking bitch. Son of a goddamn fucking bitch. How did that happen? How did it get there? How did it get there, dude? How did it get there? Ooh, okay, I'm trying another thing. Let's do one more thing. In the bed, we're gonna put this close eyes event in the lay down animation. Or no, I'm sorry. Hang on. We're just gonna rearrange these states. This goes there, this goes there, this goes there, this goes there, this goes there. Okay, we just flip those states. So that way there's a little buffer between then where it has a whole 3 seconds. Oh, please God. What is the sick button graphic? Like Benjamin? Okay. I'm gonna come get you. There you are. I just run into her now. Okay. That moment has passed. Wow. I don't know. Are you saying wow because of just like the absolute like ineptitude and sort of like complete lack of trying for just or maybe even call it like desperation for making puns or wordplay? It's not even wordplay, right? It's just like, it's just at that point like sort of free association with like without any regard as to whether or not the association is funny, and I just sort of have like no control and have to kind of blurt out. If I hear the word button, what comes to mind? Oh, Benjamin Button. Cool, say it, Steven. Maybe people will love you more if one of these lands. Okay, here we go. Burn out my candle. Going to sleep. I'm literally going to How did it get there? This shouldn't be competing with it at all. It just does that and it goes here, and that's great. Fine. Player. It's Zach Galifianakis in the Tim and Eric $1 Billion movie. Where they're like, you're fired. Why? Where does this happen? What am I getting wrong? There's some initialization. There's some sequential thing that I'm fucking not. What is it? Enviro. Yo, you're here. And then it's like, fucking when you're home. Okay. It's like, hey, you sleepwalking? If it's true, don't do anything. If it's false, then continue. Sleep is sleeping. Is that even the name of the fucking thing? It is sleeping. It's true. It's true. I swear I'm not a failure. I swear. Look, I said close eyes. Cool. Just really cool, man. Disable look and move, disable interact. That's all that happens. Wait. Okay. Lay down, yeah. Sleeping, nothing in this, just checking what time it is. Never goes to any other state. It just says close your eyes. And then the player gets that. And they set is sleeping to true. Simultaneously, the sleeping panel gets this. I only saw that movie once in theaters at Sundance, sitting next to Tim and Eric. That's crazy. That's fun. Were they laughing the whole time? I've seen a video of them watching their movies and their like stuff, just dying laughing. That's actually one of my favorite things to do is like over the last couple of years, I think is when they first started putting out those videos, is like if I'm just in like a done, checked out, like just fucking like over everything, that is a surefire way to kind of like get my spirits up again, is to watch them watching their shit. They're very serious. That's cool. That's really funny. Ooh. Hello. My name's Steven, and I would like to find a good solution for my FSM in my Unity project. I'm making an indie horror game. Son of a bitch, dude. Son of a bitch. I'm chasing, like, what am I even... Let's look at the audio mixer. Yeah, ambience normal. Why? How? How did you get there? Enviro. How did it get there? How did it get there? Get FSM bool. Player home front door opening. Bool any true. Get too close to 4. If it's close enough to the player, close the door. Right, match bool conditions. If the player's inside, close the door, and yeah, then it does continue. And then it goes here. Ah, wait a minute. There needs to be a check in between this one too. Dude, am I that big of a dummy bear? Am I just the biggest dummy bear in the whole world? Am I just the world just most gigantic, stupid dummy bear? Do I have to put another check right here? Is that it? I'm so like, that was so exhausting to find. I guess this is just gonna be another forgettable moment and another fucking forgettable stupid indie game that nobody's gonna fucking give me $5 for. Even though the problem's solved now. Okay, we're cursed. Here we go. Full send, high energy, here we go. Surely this is it. Locked door. Cursed. Fast forward time. This is it. Place your bets. Place your bets. Everything's on the line. If this doesn't work, I end stream. If this doesn't work, I end stream. What time is it right now? 7:21. And I go and what did I want recently? I ate ramen last night, but then I wanted something else. I think, Andrew, I think you're the one who made me want a big burrito. I think last night watching your stream and talking about burritos made me want to get a big burrito. So if this doesn't work, I end stream immediately. I don't even say bye to you guys. I just say fuck the world, fuck this gay earth, and then I get out of here and I go get a big burrito and I just put it in my big stupid failure face, right? And then I throw my laptop out the fucking window, call fucking GitHub, delete everything. Just if it has my name on it, perma delete it. Wipe full zero government level fucking magnets across the goddamn hard drives. I don't want to see any of these files ever again. Not a single kilobyte. Get rid of it. I'm done. I'm over it. Right? And then see ya. And then I go do the thing. I do the thing that they make you call hotlines for. Right? Gambling. And then I do the other thing that they make you also call hotlines for. You know what I mean? There's so many hotlines that I'll be calling right after that because I do all those things that make me do the thing where I'd call the hotline. So if this doesn't work, everything's fucking over. Here we go. Sleep. It fucking worked. Woo! Oh shit. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And I should be able to go back to sleep and kind of run it back too. Close the door. Lock it. I'm gonna go sleep again. Strange. I think that's because I use a fade out for this track, and it doesn't stop it. So technically this song is playing, but its volume is at 0. That's fine. Stand down, hotline workers. Okay. I think like what I learned here is that I want the player to be even further away. Because it's put me out in the forest, and that's fine, but I want to be like way out there. Holy shit, focus, man. There we go. Maybe not like way out there, but I just want to be further than that. Why the hell is my camera having such a hard time focusing? Why am I having such a hard time focusing? Okay. One more time. We celebrate in threes. It is funny because it kind of puts you out there pretty quickly too. It doesn't really waste your time. Because the nav mesh agent is like zoom. Okay, how far am I now? Dude, I have no idea where the fuck I am. Oh, it put me behind my house. Okay, so great. Now when the player is cursed, one of the things that happens is you end up sleepwalking in the middle of the night. You fucking unlock your door, you open it, you go outside, and you go to some random spot in the woods. Now imagine that if you had your baby with you, right? And there's variations of this now. I could kind of put little parameters of like other additional toppings, other little flavorings in this sleepwalking sequence. Like if you bring your baby with you, if you come back with something else, if you drop your baby along the way or something, because you'll hear your baby crying or something like that, you know, and it's like, can you imagine waking up in the middle of the night and then you hear your baby crying somewhere near you, kind of like if you dropped it at like a halfway point. So it's like start the sleepwalk and then measure the halfway point, the distance of whatever your destination is. When you reach the halfway point, to then force drop your baby, and then continue to the destination point, and then wake up. And then so when you wake up, you just kind of hear your baby crying somewhere in the distance. You know what I mean? How can you tell you're cursed? So the cursed effects, let's see, I have a little checklist here. Right now, I just have cursed imagery and like some sound effects, and they're kind of vocal stuff. Did I show you the cursed stuff for the other things? Like right now, when items are cursed, I would basically be using a very similar setup. Like if I make this bread cursed, here, I'll put my candle down. And if I go into my scene and I say like, so the poem mini game, yeah. So that's kind of like very, like, it would be a very similar thing. I might kind of change something. I was thinking about making you have visions too, where it's like you would have like little flashes of crazy kind of old, you know, what do you call it? Like fucking cleric illustrations, you know, classical sort of interpretations of like demonic imagery, because that's all public domain, and it also happens to fit nicely. But if I curse this bread, right? Let's see. You get near it, you can kind of hear it. You hear it? Hear it whispering? Oh, that's not it. It's this one. There we go. So this bread is cursed. You can hear it like all the fucking crazy evil whispers. So something like that, or maybe even some of the effects from this one. Let me turn up this light. Actually, is that too dark? Let's put this over here. So it could be some similar things, but I really want to do one where it's like you can see some type of evil figure constantly in your view, like almost like the devil's always watching you kind of thing. And you just kind of place him somewhere around, so everywhere you look there's just a figure, and it's always just too far away from you or whatever. But I also really like the flashing images thing. I want to try that. When I looked up a bunch of public domain images, it was kind of hard to imagine how I would use them exactly, and I know that it would require me kind of jumping into Photoshop and messing around with it a little bit, just so it obscures the vision enough to kind of just get your attention, and it would just be like a flash, but not too much where like, I don't know, just I want it to be like, if it only shows up for a frame, you want to like know what you just saw, you know, because some of these illustrations are so detailed. It's like if you flash it, it'd kind of just feel like noise, and it'd be like, that doesn't even make sense. So I just want to make sure that the player kind of gets like, oh, I'm being shown evil, scary things. Like that can kind of be also one of the hints. It'll be a whole grab bag of effects, so the player knows that they are cursed. Let me check this off the list, because now we are successfully sleepwalking when we are cursed. So wakes up standing out in the middle of the forest. Okay, here's kind of the catches. This one says holding their baby. I'm gonna make that a subcategory thing, where it's like, if you have baby ... then holding their baby, else just standing out there. Okay. And then we can add in the details. I wanted to at least just get one version of sleepwalking in. So let me see what else I can kind of add in here. Things become cursed by items in your home will become cursed when you're far away from home. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Having cursed items in your inventory will also have knock-on effects. Cursed events, other characters being cursed, and where's the player one? Because the player one is where the effects are. player. Visibility. Wait, where did I put all this? Oh, decursing. Move on. Maybe I didn't add it to the list. Yeah, I'll just add it because I can't find it. I feel like I might be typing in a redundancy on my little checklist here, but this will help. Just clear something. Things can become cursed by. To find out something cursed, having cursed item, other characters, cursed events, one player's cursed. Trojan horse curse. Okay. Sure. Maybe I should just kind of sit on that for a little while. You know what? I actually still might end stream anyway right now because I am kind of getting hungry and I at least accomplished the thing. Let me see about hopping on a little later, but I do want to clean up my checklist so I have like a clear idea of what is the most important thing to start working on next. How long have I been streaming for? 2.5 hours? That took a little too long to figure out. I'm a little... What did I even do? Is it just the sleepwalking thing that I implemented? That's unfortunate that that took 2.5 hours. That was stupid. Anyways, it is complete. All right, everybody, thanks for hanging out. I will catch y'all potentially a little later. I'm gonna see about just having dinner, and then if I can get back to work and I don't feel totally groggy, then yeah. Booyah, thanks for banning the Clanker. Bishka, you fucking totally abandoned us. You said a thing and then you split. I'll never forgive you. Killer Potato, finals later. Probably, very likely. Highly likely. Who else was here? Well, we gotta go way back up. Way up, way up, way up, way up, way up. Nearly Tobias. And Shadow is Light. Man, some people I haven't seen in a while. And John Deere, D'Amicos, everybody who swung by. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you all very soon, potentially even later tonight. Ring all the bells, hit all the buttons. And I'll hit your button, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. All right, everybody. Good night. And